What's up, guys? It's been a while. You know, I don't know how long it's been since I last uploaded a YouTube video from y'all guys, and I think it's about to be a year since I last uploaded a video, and man, it's a long story, man. What happened to this car and what happened to me? Shit, it's a lot of wind. Hopefully, it doesn't get it. Oh, it doesn't sound too bad. I checked in the video right now. My bad. Cut. But anyways, yeah, it's been a while, guys. It's a long story. Long story. What happened to this car and what happened to me since the last time. Uploaded last time in this video. Last video I uploaded, we left the car to get tuned. But a few months after that, let's start the story from there. I think it was a Saturday night or Friday night. I went out racing down in Mexico, and what's it called? I went out there, just to see how my car does, with the tune that I have. I raced a couple other cars, and my car was doing pretty good at the time, and it still is. Don't get me wrong, but it could do much better now. It still needs some upgrades, but it's been a while, dude. Just has been a while. I'm just blessed to have the car back, and it's still in my possession. Thankful for, without my parents, this would have had happened, or the car wouldn't be here at all. And let's get to the story. Let me get straight to the story. Like I said, I was out racing at Mexico, and I was racing a few cars. I raced this white Camaro, raced the ZL1. I kept up with it. I was like, and I was with a homeboy that night. And so later on that night at Mexico, we the last car I raced was a black Camaro. And they said, hey, there's cops. And I was like, okay. I didn't really listen. I was just wanted to race him. I didn't see no cops around. I just looked around. I didn't see no cops. So we continued down in Mexico, down the highways of Mexico. And we, on a straight line, and I'm all by myself, and there's a lot of people in the back. And next thing you notice, I see a Camaro zoom up right behind me, and I'm thinking, oh, it's the Camaro that I raced earlier, because I raced the white Camaro. So I try to tell him, hey, pull up right next to me, roll down my windows, try to tell him to come that way. And next thing you know, 2 minutes later, boom, it was an undercover cop Camaro. And so, I was like, fuck. All right. Well, let's say, damn it. I was like, damn. Okay. I told homeboy that was right next to me in the passenger seat, hold on tight. And we pretended to exit the freeway, and I pretended to exit the freeway, cop followed right behind me, and I, boom, hopped on the freeway again. I literally, the back end slid out. I'm drifting on the freeway, and I'm dumping it. And man, this cop Camaro, man, it's pretty fast. Them Mexico cop Camaros, man, it was pretty fast. So we're going, and what's it called? I keep on running from the cop until I didn't see them no more, and I thought I got away. I what's it called? I pulled over, and cops, I had helicopters on me, and I got arrested that night. I was facing 10 years in jail. I was in jail, man. I'm gonna be honest, I was crying. Like, who wants to be in jail? I mean, I don't want to be in jail. Some people do, but that's not where I need to be at. So after that, what's it called? I got out. I was facing court, going to court and everything. And I had a whole ankle monitor on me, this leg. Man, for 7 months, man, that was pain in the butt. And, I didn't have a job. I mean, I lost my job, had no car. I was still going to school, and right now, still am. I'm almost finished with school, thank God, and about to be a full-time, mechanic, and that's what I'm studying for, mechanic. Like I said in the video, if last video, y'all saw I had a UTI shirt on in school I go to, and yeah, it was a big wake-up call from God, tell me to slow down, and I took it as that. I don't want to be out there doing that again, and just, when the time's right, it's right. But right now, it's not. And right now, I got other things I can focus on, school, finishing school, getting, my money up and all that stuff. Get some motion, know what I'm saying? Get some motion. So, yeah, I mean, I came a long way from those 7 months that I didn't have this car, and I think, what was it? It's about almost a year now about what happened, and I'm just super grateful to have this car again, and still be here around me. It's my happy place. I love cars, and never running away from cops again. You would never, ever, ever, ever get away from the cops. Never. They will always find a way. A lesson learned. Took it like a lesson that God told me to slow down. You're rushing your life. You're doing all this stuff, all this bad stuff. Because I didn't have the best influence around me, and how could I say, all I can do is just pray for them, and they continue to do better in their life, and no hate in them. We just, it's a part of life that we go through and we learn. And just blessed enough to still have this car, still have it, and because some people don't get their car back after they're being seized and impounded. It was because it was a pain in the butt to get this car back, and I had hopes I was gonna get this car back, but it was 50-50. It was like either I get it back or not, and eventually I got it back. And I'm thankful for my parents. Can't be thankful enough. One day I'll repay them back. If this YouTube thing goes far, man, I will pay them back, and little by little we'll get better and better in this YouTube stuff. Whoa! Damn, what the hell? Boy, cracking up over there, bro. Alright now. So yeah, I still have plans with this car, but it's just gonna take some time, guys. Bumper's messed up for sure. I don't know, do want to get some wheels all around. I got some thicker tires in the back, a little sun slight, and I gotta fix this. This is another story we gotta go into, but little by little we'll get the car how I want, and we'll go boost on it, make it built, how I always dreamed of. And funny enough, I got my old car back, my first ever car, my old Mustang. We'll probably make a video about that, and probably make a progress of building that car up again. And it's for my dad now, but this car is mine. Always had a dream car of having a Bullet. It's always been my dream car, and I still have it to this day, even though it's been taken away from me for 7 months. I'm blessed enough to have it back. But yeah, guys, we're gonna have future plans with this car. for sure. And later on we'll get better mods. We're still pretty stock, same mods that we had last time y'all seen this car. Nothing has really changed, besides the tires and those lights. And what's it called, you know plan on going boost with this car later on down the line. These S650 cars, man, they're no joke, man. Those cars are cracked. But I love my Bullet. It's my car. Probably change it to the cold air for PMAS, and put a, for sure we need to put a catch can pretty soon here, and save up money from there to probably go boost, because I don't think I want to go plan Max F or NA. I don't see the point of it. It's cool, it's whatever, but I'm a manual car, I'm not a 10-speed that fucking shifts all the time. Like, you already know how those 10 speeds are. So, they're cracked. But yeah, guys, just wanted to, let y'all know what happened to me and the car and all this stuff. And, more videos are coming soon, just time by time, and we're gonna do just upgrades on the car. We're gonna do all the things I always wanted to do with this car. But just like and subscribe, follow the journey of this car. Comment down below what y'all want to see next, if me going out to a car meet, or hanging around with some friends, and seeing other cars at car shows. I haven't been out to a car show in a minute, dude. That's another thing. I haven't been out for so long, and just been working and just going to school. I've just been locked in. But yeah, guys, just comment down below what y'all want to see next. But 713 Bullet out.